What's up, everybody? I know I'm a little bit late. I'll wait until everybody gets here and explain. Since Recon's already gone. I know Trinity's coming. I did send some messages out to people. I know just a few minutes late. But I can munch on some Cheez-Its. I just got back from a trip down south, so. But we'll see. I almost didn't even have it tonight because we're just so tired from driving. So I have some Cheez-Its for supper. Better not have that too close. In case somebody comes in. And tonight we're just talking about whatever. Now, if anybody shows up, that is. I didn't even have time to shave tonight. Maybe I should have just canceled it. Probably everybody's doing something anyway by now. We'll see. We'll give it a little while. Technically, it was supposed to start until 10:45 anyway. And Velvet's with Jennifer, so I don't know if she's coming on either. We'll see. Or Jennifer. We'll see. She's trying to get Ezra to sleep. Quarter of 11. Yeah, I thought he'd be asleep by now. He has that Castor night owl in him, like the rest of us. We're all night owls, night hawks. We prefer staying up late at night. Although most of us still get up early in the morning now. I really need more sleep than I used to get, but when I was younger, I didn't feel like I needed sleep. I'd go days without sleeping sometimes. I admit when I went to sleep then, I slept a bit longer, but not that much. I know this is rude chewing food, but nobody's here. Well, except for you people that view it later on. I'm sorry. I'm just hungry. I did have breakfast though, so I usually only eat like once a day, but usually when I have breakfast it's twice a day. Well, it's time. Hi, Trinity. How are you, sweetie? It's just you and I. Velvet's at Jennifer's. I guess Jennifer's trying to get Ezra to sleep. Recon stopped in for a minute, but he said, I'll try to remember to come back. I'm tired. I almost didn't do the live tonight because I drove way down a little past the land to pick up a furnace, a used furnace for the RV, because that one's just broke down too much. I didn't want to buy another. It's like a motherboard. The motherboard was like $169, $170. The guy had just pulled a furnace out of an RV that worked. He said he tried it. It worked fine. So I went and got it for $125. No problem. I'm just going to sit here and munch on these Cheez-Its. I know it's rude, and I'm sorry. I apologize, but I haven't ate all day, so I've got to eat something. Recon, glad you came back. And Francis was actually me. I was typing on her name. I was going to say I'm cuter, but Trinity will squeal on me. I was late, Recon, because I had to take a long drive today. I came back in at like 10:15. So I was exhausted from driving all day. I was driving for probably at least 6 hours there and back. I had to go way down past the land and back because I found a furnace for a hell of a good deal. Well, the furnace wasn't working at all in the RV. It's been nothing but frustrating. And so we figured out that it needed like a motherboard in it. The motherboard was like $169. And there's a good chance it needed even more than that. So this guy who converted his place, he had a big 32-foot RV like mine. Well, he decided that he lives in his, so he went and he put an electric refrigerator in, he put electric heat in, electric hot water tank. He changed everything to AC. But when he bought the RV, before he did anything, he tested that furnace, hooked it up with gas, and fired it up, and it ran fine. And then he went ahead and shut it down and pulled it out. And he put it up for sale. Worst time of year to sell one because it's already hot. But I ended up getting it from him for $125. The new motherboard was $169.95. So I'm getting the whole furnace for $125. And it should slide right into mine and hook it up. And it works. I haven't hooked it up yet, so I'm hoping he didn't lie to me. He's an older guy, so he looked to be pretty honest. So he told me it definitely did work. So hopefully that'll solve that problem. Then I can move on to the other things that need to be fixed. I can help you solve that problem, Trinity. It's really easy. Pay attention. You look Nathan dead in the eye and you say, get off your butt and go make your own lunch. Then you're done. Oh. So you didn't hear a dang word I said, Recon. Okay. He don't need to help you make it. He can make his own. I made my lunch all the time. I didn't need no help. If he's hungry enough, he'll make his lunch. Right, Recon? I bet Recon makes his own lunch. So, you got a good connection now, Recon? Where did I leave off when you lost connection? Oh, good. He can make his own. If you don't, you can go hungry. And I didn't make my lunch. I had to make my own. If I was in a hurry, sometimes I'll just take a cold pork chop out of the refrigerator that was left over, throw it in a baggie. That was lunch. Sorry to hear that, Recon. I'll try to say it quick so you can understand it. I was late because I took a trip to South Florida to land. Just got back. That's why we're late tonight. Picked up a furnace to replace the one that didn't work. I actually like cold pork chops better than cooked ones. I really do. People think I'm nuts, but I like cold pork chops. I'll sit there and watch TV and gnaw on one with a little bit of salt on it and totally enjoy it. Can you all hear me crunching on these crackers? You are your grandfather's granddaughter, without a doubt. When I'm gone, you remind everybody of me. I'll leave you as my legacy. Really? I like these just fine. Yeah, I know you do, and I appreciate it. Can you guys hear me chewing these crackers? Is it loud? Yay? Nay, nay? I almost stopped on the way home and grabbed a burger or something, but I wanted to get home so I could do the live. And yeah, not do the live because every time I skip it, Recon sends me a bill. Well, I've had enough for now. That'll hold me till later. Well, we got 7 likes. Well, where the heck is everybody else? We got all the likes and nobody here. Three of us with 7 likes. Well, I can account for 2 more. My personal name and Nana's. But that still leaves 2 more likes that we can't account for. I do have my coffee though. I haven't had any for most of the day. There's Ken. How you doing, Ken? Yes, Ken, we were a little bit late tonight because I had to drive way down south to pick up a furnace for my RV. And it's quite a long drive there and back. And I didn't even stop to get anything to eat because I was trying to get back here in time to get the live up. I kind of got here in time, but I had to sit down for a few minutes and unwind. I drove about 5 hours straight. And I really hate driving. I really do. Even on my motorcycle, which I enjoyed riding my bike, but usually I'll stop every 30 minutes. And I tell anybody that's riding with me that I will stop probably every 30 minutes because my legs bother me a lot. So I have to get off the bike and walk around a little bit, get the blood circulating. And if they're not okay with it, then they don't ride with me. Sometimes I'll go a little bit longer. I don't really mind too much Trinity if it's like to Newberry or Trenton or Gainesville or something, but I don't even like to go to Gainesville very much just because of the way Gainesville is, but I will, But I don't even really like to go to Trenton that much. Newberry, I can tolerate a little bit more. It's closer, but I'd rather not. I don't know if Jennifer and Velvet's going to come on after they get Ezra to sleep or not. I'm betting probably not. Shows we got 6 on up here now, but that's like wacko. Wacky YouTube. Okay, Recon, no problem, buddy. In fact, I don't even know how long we'll be on tonight. We'll see how it goes. We may shut it down early tonight. You get anxiety driving into busy cities? Yeah, I'm not really that big city friendly either. New York, Boston, places like that. I really don't want to be there. And I really try to avoid it at all cost. Even Gainesville is getting just so busy and so jam-packed with people that I really don't wanna go there. It's not so bad going to the outside of town where, as far as the Oaks Mall, but after that, I really don't wanna go any further. I used to avoid a lot of traffic by going up 39th Avenue, but everybody else got the same dang idea. So just bumper to bumper traffic up 39th now. So much for that getting out of the way traffic. And Gainesville has just grown so big and so many people have come in. It's just getting way too busy. It's gonna turn to Boston before long. I dread that. When they start having all them them interstates that go around and make these different figure eights and all this other crap. I'm done. I ain't going there no more. There's nothing in Gainesville that I really want that bad. Like you can get anything on Amazon anyway. You have to wait a little while for it, a few days or whatever, but just order it and be done with it. Of course, a lot of these stores now have that car dash thing or whatever they call it, where you can call up and order some food and they'll even deliver it. Of course, that's going to cost you, I'm sure, but I guess some people do it. I probably won't do that. I'd still rather just drive myself if I have to, I'm not going to pay somebody to do it. Has anybody here ever watched John Panette on YouTube? Real fat guy. He's hilarious. He's gone now. He died. But some of his stuff is just unbelievably funny. Look him up, John Panette. You'll have a ball. He's very, very funny. He doesn't tell dirty jokes either. Everything's clean, but it's very funny. I think he's hilarious. If you want a good laugh and watch something that'll get you in a good mood, watch John Panette. Pinette, something like that. A lot of it's joking about himself because he's so fat. But he does some great comedy. He was very, very well liked. I mean, he was all over the world. He would, if he hadn't passed away, he'd have ended up being one heck of a superstar comedian. John Panetti is one of my favorite comedians. He really is. But they kind of change. I used to like Jim Carrey a lot, but I don't like all of his movies. Some of his first ones I liked, and they were funny. Who else? He was okay. He was not my favorite, but he was okay. Probably the Matador. Don, what's his name? Rickles. Don Rickles. And another one named Foster Brooks. Look up Foster Brooks on the internet. He's hilarious. He did a lot of the shows with Dean Martin there, the Dean Martin roast. And Foster Brooks is definitely hilarious. He acts like a drunk, but he's so good at it. You swear to God he was, but he's not. But he was definitely a star on that roast, on many of them. But he also did a couple of stints, skits, or whatever, with Dean Martin, several of them. Yeah, Robin Williams definitely had some talent. Yeah, Jim Carrey, he overacts now. Yeah. I stopped liking him when he did the movie Nature Calls. I thought that was totally ridiculous. Brandon Fraser's done some pretty good comedy in different movies. Let's see, who else was I just thinking of? Some people are just funny in movies more so than live TV. So I got a pretty good sense of humor, so I like most anybody that's funny. Some more than others, but most everyone. Don Knotts was a funny guy. He was a funny man. From maybe RFD and whatever. He did some good movies that were funny. The Ghost of Mr. Chicken. That was good comedy acting back then, especially. And I never heard of him. I'm not reading your joke. I don't see your joke. I don't see your joke. The last message I see you wrote, Recon, was my chat is jacked up. If it descent stop, I might shut it down for the night. I'll wait and see if it improves. That's the last thing I saw that you wrote. So evidently your joke didn't come through. So you can't blame us. Evidently, you didn't push the send button. Well, they didn't send to us. Does anybody else see anything he wrote? Let me look on this screen over here. Nope, nothing over here, Recon. They just disappeared out into La La Land. I guess your phone wanted to keep the joke to itself. That's all I can say. All righty. So did you start work yet, Trinity? Oh, sorry about the yawning. Of course, I may just fall on the floor and go to sleep here in a minute. I don't know. It's possible. It's very possible. Got up really early today, no nap. Yeah, it's real possible. I could just zonk right out here. Y'all see me in the morning on live. Hey, that would make a heck of a long live session. People be coming in just to see me snoring. Boy, Minnie ought to get a kick out of that. I think I need more coffee. Oh, you're still waiting on that background check? Wow. Time to call me. I'll give you a reference and tell them how mean you are. And spoiled. Except I'll blame it all on your grandmother. Guess what, Trinity? We have a couch that actually folds out too. If you come down, you could still stay with us because it pulls out into a bed, a queen size bed. A little mean? Okay. I don't really know because you're never really mean to me that I remember. I might overlook something. I don't know. Of course, that just means you'll be up late with me probably until I decide to go to bed. Nana goes to bed earlier than I do, normally. But we'll have a TV in our room anyway, so it won't matter. And there'll be one there. Oh, you've gotten me mad at me in the past. I know you have. Without a doubt. But because I'm your grandpa, you always forgive me, I guess. But it works the other way too. When my grandchildren make me angry at them, I always forgive them too. If you were here, you could have some coffee with me. Just made a fresh pot. Well, Nana did. No, I never stay mad at you either. I don't stay mad at any of my grandchildren usually. Recon, did you make it back, buddy? And Ken, are you still here? I only see two up there. You haven't had any coffee to drink, or just haven't wanted any? I haven't been drinking that much coffee lately. I've tried to cut down because my blood pressure's been so high. So I've tried to cut down on the caffeine some. It's been tough, believe me, but I've been trying to cut down the caffeine to get the blood pressure to go down. I haven't even got the pills yet. They're supposed to have sent them like a week ago. And it's been getting a bit higher here and there. I think this morning it was 171 over 105 or something. It's getting pretty high. If it keeps going, if it goes up to 180 again, 180 over 115 again, and if it starts staying there, I'll be going to the hospital. So don't drink dairy in your coffee. Drink it black with like 2 sugars. I do that all the time, especially older coffee because it settles in my stomach better. No milk in it. Although I do like coffee with milk, but I will drink it, and I usually do every day. I have at least 1 cup with 2 sugars in it. Totally different taste. Takes a little getting used to it. Once you do, it's fine. I used to drink it that way all the time. In fact, for a while, I drank it with just 1 sugar in it. Yeah, it's good. You have to just get used to it. Have Cremora then. Then you don't have the dairy. Just have Cremora. Use the fake stuff. Recon, Ken, is either one of you here? I'm not too sure anyone is. I think Recon probably lost connection for the night. Ken might still be here listening. I don't know. Oh boy. Yeah, neither one of them are answering right now. Well, Sweetie says nobody seems to be answering. It's just you and I. I think I'll shut it down for the night. I'm pretty tired, so I think I'll just shut it down for the night. You have a good night. I love you. If Recon or Ken's here, good night, guys. But you're not answering, so I'm assuming you're not. So y'all have a good night. I'm gonna go ahead and shut her down for the night. Be good, Trinity. We'll see you later. I love you too. Good night, sweetheart.